Welcome back to Superbike Rescue Network. I'm going to make a quick video here just to talk to you guys about something that's a skill that I just learned today and honestly have wasted a lot of money by not knowing this skill, so I'm going to share it with you guys. Something we all do, I do all the time, is buy motorcycles without keys. Typically I got to go to a locksmith, spend a lot of money getting a key made, and I figured out how to do it, so I'm going to share that information with you guys. So, a couple things you need. First, you got to get your lock cylinder out. They're all different, but most of them have some kind of a release to get that out. If you look at this on the back, there's this plate here. Push that down. Typically, you can reach it from the back. You push this down, the lock tumbler will slide out. Once you've got your lock tumbler, you got to have a key blank. So this is one I've already done just to prove I could do it. I've done one side. I'm going to walk you guys through and show you how I'm going to do the other side. So with that, I'll explain to you a little bit about how a lock tumbler works. So this particular one has 6 wafers. I will call that 6 key positions. I'm not sure the locksmith terms, I'm just making stuff up. So you've got these 6 wafers here that all have to be in the same position. Right now, they're all fully up. So that means when they're all up, they lock into a channel. If you push a blank key in, you can see some of them went down, some of them went up. The ones that went down will lock the key into the bottom channel. The ones that are still up on the top will lock it into the top channel. So what you're trying to do with the key is to put all these wafers fully down. So you can see we have one wafer back here that's fully down. So when you're fully down, that means that back portion of the key has no cut on it. It's just flat. If it goes all the way, so I'll show you real quick. When you have the right key in it, all these wafers are cleared. Nothing's gonna tie it up. That lock will open. So that's how we make a key, as we set all 6 wafers in the right position. You can see this key looks pretty terrible. It's because I made it with a file, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do that real quick. Put our key in on the blank side, and this tells a story. So you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blanks sticking up. One of them is down. So the way I came up with, figure this out, is to assign each of these positions a number. What this tells us, if we look across the top here, this first one, fully engaged. It's all the way up. Position 1, we're going to assign that a 1. Position 2, that wafer is halfway down. We'll call that a 0.5. Position 3 and 4, they're all the way up. Those are 1 and 1. Position 5 is all the way down. We'll call that one a 0. Last position, position 6, halfway down, so 0.6. What I can tell you is this first wafer, in order for that not to be pushed up like that, we're going to have to be all the way in a low position with that key, so a deep cut. The second position, not as deep as a cut, about half as deep, so we'll mark there. Next position is a deep cut, another deep cut, no cut at all, and a mid cut. So now this makes a graph, and that, my friends, that's your key. Now the next step is we make your key blank look like your drawing. You want to start from the first one to the back and work your way through. Easiest way to do this is put the key in a vise, but you don't need one. Now you can see how this looks. What you drew is actually a mirror image of these wafers. So what I'll do, and I get to cheat a little bit because I've already made one, I'll cut the first slot, I'll mark it right about there, and these are shockingly forgiving. You can actually screw these up considerably and still be pretty right on. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut a little bit on this key blank, and you have to angle the slope. You can't leave a sharp edge or it'll hang up on the tumblers. We push that in. You can see that's starting to come down. So we need to take a little bit more off. And doing this in a vise is highly recommended. I'm only doing it this way just to show you what I'm doing. See, we've got that down pretty close. Go and stick that back in our blank. It's coming down. We got a little bit longer to go, and we'll be there. You always want to just keep checking as you go. Oh, we're down a little bit further. Got a little bit more to go. And also, if you notice, I'm starting on position number 2 as I go along here. You want to try to keep file as flat as you can on this. I think I need to go a little further back with my cut angle. Oh, we're getting closer. We just got a little bit of material left showing. Again, too sharp, too steep of an angle, your wafers get stuck. Now I can't get it in all the way because I've got such a sharp angle there on my metal slot. So one thing you have to be careful about is getting blanks stuck in your lock. Okay, first 2 I've almost got. I'm going to need to start working on this one, which is right there. We'll take some metal off. Again, don't get too aggressive with this. You just got to be patient. Okay, we are very, very close. I think right there I need to take some meat out. Right there in the middle, that one's still high, so I'll take a little more off that one, around that valley out a little bit. So I'm perfect back here. I just need a little more out of that. Hope I didn't go too far with. So the other thing is, if you go too deep, you'll see these start to appear on the other side. So I'm not too deep, but I'm a little nervous that I'm getting.
And that's when the battery on the camera died, which is okay because I had basically finished the key at this point. The important thing is just to pay attention, just to check your key frequently, and once you have all your tumblers down, you've got a key, man. You're good to go ride your bike.